Yo, how's it going, everybody? It is I, your sadistic spirit guide yokai Poppy Wolf, and welcome back to another episode of Tokyo Revengers, episode 13, titled Odds and Ends. And before we begin, there wasn't really much in this episode to go off on. This episode was, it was packed, it was information, but it was done in a very, like, straightforward pathing. There wasn't anything to really, like, digest, in a sense. It's just, it feels like the first 2/3 of this episode are just enjoy our experience, like the repercussions of everything, and then the latter half is what sets up for the next, the next following arc and whatnot. So I'm just gonna we're gonna do this episode a little differently. We're probably gonna do it like in a discussion video, in a sense. That way we can get the points across and we can kind of speculate on what's coming from this arc. Now the episode begins with Hina's funeral, and honestly this was kind of really touching. This was really sad. This got me like almost like, god damn, like I'm close to tears. And it's really there because of the fact that the whole time Takemichi's watching the funeral, he's thinking of the last words he said to Hina, which was "I love you," and those were the words that she's been holding on to forever. There's a lot of weight behind that, especially them 10 years later, where they're in their 26s, 25s, and yet those feelings are very much still apparent. We see him paying the respects to the family, and Naoto just breaks down crying, realizing that, like, dang, like there is a timeline where I'm and her are in the same, like, or we're in the same path, and we're dead, and this is a timeline where I'm not dead but she is. Naoto breaks down crying for his big sister, because I mean, at the end of the day, this was his big sister, this is his family, and for her to just die on his watch, in a sense, it is traumatizing. And he even tells Takemichi, like, what did we do wrong? Like, I thought we fixed it. And, of course, Takemichi's just there for Naoto and comforts him the best way he can, letting him know that he will lead Toman and stop all this from happening. We do see an interaction between Takemichi and Hina's mom that was really, really kind of got me almost choking up a bit, which was the fact that she still had Hina's necklace. Hina is never not taken the necklace. She's never not held it. And it even survived the fire, which can be a little bit of symbolism for, like, her, technically Takemichi being Hina's good luck charm and always being by her side and always being there to, like, even in the worst occasions, surprise her and still outlast the severity of a situation. Again, it's the 4-leaf clover, so I can only assume that's what it can symbolize. We can probably play with that a bit later in coming episodes. Now, while hearing again that Takemichi wants to be the head of Toman to stop all this at the source, Naoto does kind of go off on this idea. He goes, look, how about this? Let's go talk to Draken first, because Draken was originally the first catalyst to why Toman spiraled out of control. Now we need to understand why this happened again. So after weeks on end, they eventually find Draken. He's locked up. He's actually on death row. So wow, Draken finally did kill someone. So they get Draken-kun, and he's very much looks the same, just with the shaved head. Oh, and we do also find out why Akun did it. I feel like we gotta back that up a bit. It's actually revealed that Akun had a wife and kid that were taken away and missing. He was forced to kill his best friend's girl and his best friend because of his wife and kid. It's so fucking intense on why that's a thing and why this was being pushed and all and whatnot. We're only left to believe that, like Toman really doesn't care, especially in Kisaki's hands. Toman is very much deadly. It's a gang that isn't about the wild delinquent life, this freedom kind of aspect of being there. Like although we're a nuisance to the community, we're also its best chance. For Kisaki, it's no, we're a gang. We're gonna do what we can for power. Power is what makes us be able to do anything we want. And as long as we hold that over someone, we can never lose. It's a very, very clash of ideals and duality between Kisaki's version of being Toman and, of course, Mikey-kun's being Toman. So hopefully we get more into that as the episode. What else do we see? Yeah, again, going back to the Draken-kun, Draken reveals that he did kill these people. He does not regret it. I feel like he did it because Kisaki threatened that he would kill every member of Toman except Mikey, and then, of course, Mikey would be crushed. But again, Kisaki just knows how to play everybody and make them, like, force them to do things that are essentially out of their power, and that the only solution is to like do his bidding so that the people that you care about are safe and whatnot. Again, I don't trust Kiseki whatsoever. I think he's the big villain. I think he can time travel as well, because he has this control over people that is just like very monster like. It's almost omniscient at some points of this entire series. We do know from Draken-kun that Kiseki actually idolized Mikey. He wanted to be just like him, so we can only infer that because Mikey-kun is an idol to him at one point or another. Mikey-kun might have done something to rub Kiseki the wrong way and start dwelling this kind of hatred, this kind of distaste for him and the actions that he was proving now and then. What those actions were, I can't only say, but I can only assume it's something to do with character growth, and static characters, because again, sometimes you wish that character that you really like doesn't change at all, and sometimes they change in the biggest way possible, and we always welcome character growth in this day and in this life. But for some, character growth means a sacrifice of what you loved about a character prior. So again, it's I could see if it was an aspect like that, I can definitely see why Kiseki would eventually like have grown to taste for Mikey-kun, of course. Now, other than that, we also get other stuff. So other things we do get is we get the Back to the Past, or no, before that, let's talk about Draken. Draken does, his character in this day and age is very interesting. Again, he's still very big brotherish. He's still very comforting to Takemitchy in a sense, and he even lets him know that Kiseki is very much the main villain of the entire show. Now, what that entails, I can only assume that this is going to be the rise of Kiseki in the next arc, possibly. While this arc that we're currently on now, I would probably title it 3rd Division Captain arc, because after getting sent back to the past, we understand that this is going to be a long trip for Takemitchy. It's not going to be going back and forth right now. This is a one big solid shot, and he's going to go back in and try to do what he can to become the 3rd Division Captain. He goes into a hot public bath with Draken and Mikey-kun, and when he wakes up there, he's kind of just taken aback about everything that's happening, but at the same time too, he does kind of dwell back on, wow, these moments were something special. These moments were something that we shouldn't have taken for granted. And eventually, after leaving, they get told we're gonna go welcome the 3rd Division Captain. Now it's kind of open-ended, where it sounds like, are we going together to welcome the 3rd Division Captain, or is this a welcoming for the 3rd Division Captain? Are you saying that I'm the 3rd Division Captain? I'm not fully accurate on what it is really. I try to watch it at least 5 times to like decipher it. But from what I can pull from it, it's they're gonna be welcoming the new 3rd Division Captain. Whether it's Takemitchy is irrelevant, because I feel like this arc is him proving that he's gonna be a 3rd Division Captain, or at least he's worthy of being a 3rd Division Captain. So I would hope for it. It's not given to him right after the bat, but if it is, what they could still do to make this very much still very interesting is showing that he's worthy of being a 3rd Division Captain. Whether it's by giving him the title early or at the end, doesn't matter. As long as he proves that he's worthy of that title, I think this arc can honestly be pretty fucking awesome. Other than that, there's not much to go off of. We're left to speculations on certain characters and what their motivations are at this point, and we can only assume how the arc is going to go progressing forward from this moment. Again, guys, thank you so much for coming into the video. If you guys really like Tokyo Revengers, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. We're almost at 100 subscribers, guys. We're at, I believe, 78. I want to thank everybody so much for the love and support and just tuning into the video. You guys really make it possible, and you guys make it fun. I will catch you all later. It is your boy Poppy Wolf saying peace out, peace and love, and bye. Mwah, my beautiful bastard. Take care.